Hello there. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Your Money Matters with your host, your friend Talia. I want to take the time to say thank you for allowing me to take this journey with you to financial freedom and financial success. As you know, this is a project for one of my graduate courses, and I am super excited again to be taking this journey with you. Now, that you have given me your attention, that you have given me your time, I want to talk about something that's one of those pink elephants that we discussed in my second, third, fourth video. One of them. When I talked about pink elephants and things that we don't really talk about. Well, today's topic is becoming a planned giver. Should I loan or borrow money from family members? So stay tuned to see the research that I have found and the good information that I'm going to share. So you know me, I went online to find some information about family money, borrowing money, loaning money. How do we do it? Should we do it? And there was a lot of information online about this particular topic. Again, in my opinion, this is a pink elephant that most general people, we don't have open, honest discussions about money that we have lent, money that we have borrowed, or anything in that vein. We do have, oh my gosh, she didn't give me my money. We can't have good Thanksgiving because he owed me money. We do have those conversations, but we're not having productive, what happens when you loan somebody some money? How do we navigate my family, my friends needing money? So this article from The Balance, How to Handle Lending and Borrowing Money with Family, has three main ways that you can help your family members should they need financial assistance and cannot get it from the bank or do not have it in their own possession. That's why they come to you. So number one is a loan. Now a loan is pretty straightforward. Family member, friend comes to you and says, hey, I'm in a pinch. I need $5,000 to pay my mortgage. I don't want to get put out. Please help me. I'm going to pay the money back. And out of the kindness of your heart, your tenderness, you say, you know what? I'm going to help you. So that's technically what a loan is. Now, there's some more finer, let's say if you go to the bank, there are finer points and details to the loan, but pretty much that's what a loan is. Now, I was reading this article, and it's a little fun fact. It might not be a fun fact for you, but it was a fun fact for me. Is women who money. And the article is, should you borrow money from family or friends? And this article says about half of the people who borrow money from their family or friends never pay it back. This article also says that, loaning money puts stress on the relationship when it's not done properly and when it's not done honestly. Now, I hear you out there in social media land. I hear you grumbling, and some of you have personal experiences with this particular situation. Loaning money without open, honest communication is always going to cause a rift in the family because you, the loaner, expect the borrower to pay the money back to you. And if this were a typical loan, there's a negotiable amount of, I can ignore the bill collector or I can ignore the person that wants the money back because all it's going to do is hit my credit. But when you borrow from family, ignoring does not work well. It just causes a rift when you loan money. So this article says if you're going to loan money, you got to have open and honest communication, and you need to have it written down. So if you go to the Balance or you go to the womenwhomoney.com, they have tips and little tricks on how you can create a loan and get it official. Now, this is another fun fact. On every website that I went to, this option was the least recommended. Most of the websites said, hey, look, if you're going to do this, this needs to be your last option. So you know from your personal experiences, your personal horror stories with loaning money, that this option comes at a cost, financially, and it also comes at a cost in your family. Number two, the next option that the balance says, if your family or your friends need money, here's how you can help. You can co-sign. So let me give you a scenario. Little Johnny wants to buy a Camaro. Little Johnny has a full-time job. Little Johnny goes to work. You like Little Johnny. Little Johnny's your cousin. Little Johnny's your uncle. Hey, I want to help you because I see you, I love you with family. So let me pitch in. Johnny goes to the bank, the bank says, nope, you don't got enough credit. You say, you know what, I'm going to co-sign for you. So when you go to co-sign for Johnny's Camaro, what you are saying is, I'm guaranteeing you, Bank of America, BB&T, Credit Union, that if Johnny doesn't pay this money back, I'm guaranteeing you that I'm going to pay this money back. I take full responsibility if Johnny doesn't. That's what you're saying when you're co-signing a loan. You're saying, I take full responsibility for this here amount that I'm signing for. And most people, did you see me take that breath and come back? My mind is blown every time I think about this. Most people, when they are co-signing for a loan, they do not take into account the money that they're co-signing for or the monthly payment. They expect and they are trusting little Johnny is going to keep up with his financial obligations. So they don't even put this money in their budget. What they say, little Johnny, you're going to pay this money, right? You're going to pay this on time. You know my name is on this. And that's it. Little Johnny say, yes, I'm going to do it. Yes, you can trust me. Yes, I got it. And what happens? Most people are left with the bag because little Johnny can't keep up with the payments. Little Johnny isn't managing his funds. Little Johnny lost his job. And now you, because you don't want your credit bad, you have to put the money up for little Johnny. And this, what does it do? Strain the relationship. We can't eat Thanksgiving and talk over the corn pudding because little Johnny over in that corner, you over in that corner, everybody mad because of money, because of people not being responsible. Okay? So, co-signing, think about it. If you are going to co-sign for somebody, check your budget. Make sure you can afford what you're co-signing for, because if little Johnny does not pay his bill, the bank is coming after you. They're not worried about your family relationship. All they want is their money. So think about that. Now, number 3, if my family or friends need money, should I loan? If I need money, do I borrow? This article says another way that people normally help is through gifting. Now, if you give money to your family members or your friends without expectation of repayment, this article says that it puts a lesser strain on the relationship because you actually don't expect to get the money back. You have done, you done your part. You asked me, I did my part. I give to you. End of the situation, end of the topic. We can eat Thanksgiving together. We can sop up the gravy with the biscuit. And guess what? Ain't nobody mad. So, giving is good. Okay? I know, I just said that. Giving is good. Giving is good. I'm going to say it again. Giving is good. It's less strain, less stress. Now, also, there's a couple of caveats I just want to throw out there. When we're talking about giving money to family, I encourage you to be a planned giver. Now, me personally, I got an account for everything. Okay, I got an account for everything that's important to me. So I have a bill account, I have a savings account, I have a travel account, and I have a giving account because I realized at some point in my life, my year, my day, my month, I'm going to want to do something for somebody, or somebody's going to want something. So what do? I plan in my budget. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's not a large amount. So I don't put like hundreds and hundreds away per check or per month. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there because it's in my heart to do it. But right now I'm not doing that. But it's money again that I'm comfortable with putting aside for someone else's need. So again, and y'all know me, I like I was about to say love, but we can only love God and people. I like that direct deposit. I just take the money out my check. I don't miss it. Take it out like taxes. Put it in that account. And then when there's a birthday or when somebody is having a down day, and I'm like, oh, and I can just swipe my little card, send them a little cash app, and it's no trouble. If someone says, oh, Talia, I'm having a rough time, can you, I don't mind. Hey, I have it. I plan to give, so here you go. And I also want to also put another caveat out there. You can only give what you can afford. So if your family member needs $5,000 and you don't have it, don't stress yourself out. You don't have it to give. You can't give it. I grew up in the era of give till it hurts. You meet somebody else's need before yours is met. I do not recommend that kind of living at all. I don't recommend it. I know there are people who do. I don't recommend it at all. I recommend that your needs are met before you pitch in with somebody else's needs. So I don't want you to rob Peter and to pay Paul or to take care of somebody else's need. I know your grandbabies need shoes. I know somebody needs college money, but if it's going to make your lights get cut off, I do not recommend that you give at that particular time. Give out of your excess. I don't want you giving out to somebody out of your need. You need your rent paid. So I don't want you pitching in with somebody else's rent with your rent money. That's not smart. That's not wise. So you can give when you have excess. So that's why I recommend you becoming a planned giver. Look into your budget. See what money, that you're comfortable with carving out and putting away just in case somebody needs it. Because somebody is going to need it. Everybody always in our families needs money. Friends always are going to need money. So it's just good to plan, to think ahead. You know what? I want to be able to help somebody else. And that's the point. We are blessed to be a blessing. Now, there are some of you who don't have any extra, and there's some of you who have a whole lot of extra. But the point is to start now. Start putting aside money if this is something that is in your heart to do, because people are going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, they're going to have a story. Your heartstrings are going to be tugged, but I don't want you co-signing. Definitely don't want you co-signing because your heartstrings are tugged. So we have to use wisdom. We have to use knowledge before we give, before we spend our money, before we even loan somebody some money. We have to have open, honest conversations. And I'm going to just put this last caveat out there. Giving does not mean enabling. It does not mean I constantly give to you because you constantly have a need. We need to use wisdom in giving. Some people you need to be taught. They need a lesson in financial management instead of you giving them $2,000. But use wisdom. Don't allow the emotional strings to cause you to make a financial decision that's going to stress you and your family out. So thank you for tuning in to this edition of Your Money Matters. I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want you to follow me on Facebook at Your Money Matters, period. Okay? I want you to look me up on Twitter, and I want you to look me up on Instagram at Talia Ain. I'm going to have all that down there at the bottom. So share, send me your comments, send me your stories. Let's chat about it. Let's talk it up. And remember, your money matters. So become a planned giver.